Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Rest again. So I'm doing a setup tour, as a lot of you guys requested, and if you guys want a room tour, that thing is gonna take us a little bit longer. If you guys want a room tour, that will be at 300 subscribers. So make sure to smash that subscribe button for the room tour. Anywho. If you're actually wondering I'm recording this on my phone, my OnePlus 7 Pro. It's actually pretty decent. Surprisingly, my audio is done right here. There you go. It's on my Zoom H1, but the thing is, I know it has its own mic, but the problem is I don't have a sufficient pop filter for it. And I just have this little lavalier mic, and I'm not really gonna attach it to my shirt because I don't feel like it, but anyways, the sound quality is mediocre, but I'll probably do some post-processing in it. Anywho, here's the setup tour, and you don't see my headphones. That's because I'm actually I have my headphones plugged in here, and I'm wearing them so I can listen to myself in the Zoom H1 recorder with the lavalier mic, or the lapel mic. Sorry about that little thing. Moved. Anywho, in fact, I got a new cable for it so I can plug it into my audio interface. Anywho, let's start this setup tour. So actually, over here's my closet, and in here there's nothing too special. I have this little light switch, and it's a pretty bright light, as you can see, very bright light. I just have all my storage stuff in here, basically. I have some old cables. I think I even have a SATA cable. So in one of those boxes. Turn that light down. Alright, cool. Ouch. Okay, so this is obviously my new racing chair thing. It's my racing chair thing. It's a Spieltech racing chair. Costs like $100, but damn worth it. This is one of my umbrella lights. I have two umbrella lights, and basically because they actually provide really good lighting. But the thing is with these umbrella lights is that the way they work. Let's just come back here. The way they work is you have this little button switch. So I have it always turned on, and then I plug it into a smart outlet. If you can see that down there, a smart outlet plug there, so I can. You can also manually switch it with a little power button there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah. But the way I do this is I have one here and the one back there. But the one back there is really hard to, switch and turn on. It's fairly easier here, because if I had to click the manual switch back there, that's almost impossible to get to. If it's a manually, I can just kind of squeeze back there and get it. But even easier is I can turn them on with my phone. So that's really good. If I go streaming, I just boom, hit it on with my phone. I could even do a voice command if I really wanted to. Things are endless with that. So then here I have actually two webcams. So over here is my C920S. I'm probably going to rotate this little handle to the other side and then twist it. That way it doesn't, hinder my view from my left monitor. But yeah, there you go. That's the C920S with the little tripod in there. It gets a lot of lighting, so it really does look really, really good. The little figures there. Here's my 1440p 144 hertz G-Sync monitor, and this thing is really nice. It's by Dell, but it's really good. It's not an IPS display. I think it's a PNP display, or TN panel. I think it's a TN panel. Don't quote me on that. Here's a Sim Toolkit Pro. You can see all my flights there. About 50 total flights, 93 total hours, 26,506 nautical miles. This is a little thing of mine over here, and this is my numpad, keyboard, mouse pad, joystick, some more figures down there, RGB strip. There's actually RGB strip on top of me as well that I can hit with that button. Some awards, figures over here. Here's my PC where all the magic goes. And there's a little bit of fingerprints on the actual case, but I could probably clean that. Anywho, so I have a ton. As you can see, I did a little bit of cable management, but it's still not enough. I have a ton of devices, a ton of stuff here. It's somewhat cable managed, but it's still a lot to do. But I have a ton of devices. Now, my motherboard obviously can't have that many USB devices, so what do? There are two solutions. The first is all the cables that can go directly into my motherboard, I have it. Or the ones that I want with the lowest latency possible goes into the motherboard. Cables that either can't reach the motherboard, or cables that I don't need it with the super low latency. For example, my joystick and rudder pedals and throttle quadrant, or even numpad, because I'm only using my numpad for X-Plane. Those type of things I put into the hub, or use the extender and put it into my motherboard. So this is obviously my Focusrite. My headphones go in there now, starting now. But yeah, here are all my important cables. Ethernet cable. The Ethernet goes from my PC to that little thing, and that thing into the wall, and then the wall down to the router in the basement. Here's my 1080p 60 hertz Samsung monitor. I have no clue. I don't think it's IPS, but it's still pretty color accurate. So, I mean, hey. So this is the little smart hub I have for 4 USB devices. 3 of them are my joystick, rudder pedals, and throttle. So 2 of them are those, and the others are Xbox controller, and the other one is for the numpad because it won't reach there. So the cool thing about this is, for some games, older games especially, I can't just plug in my Xbox controller and play it if I need it. With that, I actually have to unplug my flight controls, and that becomes very, very annoying. So with this, all I have to do is just literally press the button on the 2 things for my flight control, and then so it turns them off. I don't know if I can show you per se, but I literally click a button and it disables that USB port. So it disables the whichever one I don't need at the time, which is really, really handy. This is obviously my numpad, and then I have a couple extender cables because some of them don't reach to the other side. I don't remember which ones they are. I think one of them might be my, you know what, I don't know. I think one might be my mouse. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. Because I don't think my mouse reaches it. Is that my mouse? That's not my mouse. I have no clue what they are. Anywho, I can't name them off the top of my head, but those are that. In this cupboard, I have my throttle quadrant. Rudder pedals are down below. I probably need to use some wipes to clean them up a bit. I also need to clean up my mouse and keyboard. And then in here, I have like my thermal paste. I still have my Cryonaut thermal paste in it. I have it nicely sealed up, and I kept it in that drawer there, just because that's, you know, probably the best place for safekeeping. Down here, I keep my little headrest pillow. This is my joystick cam. So the joystick cam goes into the front of the case, and it gives you a perfect view of my joystick cam. Starting tomorrow is when you guys will be seeing that joystick cam. And it really looks really, really nice. It's a really nice effect. All in all, this is just basically my setup. PC, 2 monitors, a bunch of USB devices, lights, 2 cameras, and of course, my audio interface with my scissor stand, and then my mic and pop filter and that thing. That's basically it for the setup tour, since you guys wanted that, and the shiny floor, because some of you guys were about that. That's it. So if you guys want to see a room tour, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Room tour at 300 subs. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you then. Peace.